Chandler Bing is so many people's favourite friend, but in my opinion, he's actually the worst. Let's talk about it. Hi everyone, I'm Rosie Blythe. I'm the author of the Princess Guide to Life book series, and on this channel we talk about everything from spirituality to finances. But today we are continuing a little mini-series I'm doing on friends and why each of the characters is both the best and the worst friend. So do check out the playlist to see the others. And you know I like to dress the part, so I had to wear a little sweater vest for Chandler. So why was Chandler the worst? Let's find out.
Well, honestly, ever since we got engaged, I've been waiting for something to flip you out.
Honestly, me too.
Really?
Yeah, you know, I keep thinking that something stupid is gonna come up and I'll go all, well, Chandler.
Hi, if you're calling before Saturday, you've reached Monica and Chandler. But if you're calling after Saturday, you've reached Mr. and Mrs. Bing. Please leave a message for the Bings.
So first of all, I think this is possibly the worst thing that any of the friends does in the entire series. And you may remember from previous videos, I think jilting someone at the altar is like the worst thing. I've only really discovered this about myself from making these friends videos. I don't have any personal experience with this, but I just think the day of the wedding is not the time to get cold feet. Don't leave someone standing in front of their entire family waiting for you to turn up if you're not going to show up because you're a child. So Chandler almost jilted Monica. And I know in his defence, he didn't. He went through with the wedding. He realised that of course he wants to marry Monica and he got on with it like a big boy. But the reasons for him ending up not jilting her aren't great reasons. So first of all, the others tracked him down and basically dragged him to the altar by the scruff of his neck.
So this is your office?
How did you guys find me? I knew I should have hid at the gym.
What the hell are you doing?
Panicking. And using the internet to try to prove that I'm related to Monica.
Right now, no one has a lower opinion of you than I do.
Right?
But I totally believe you can do this.
I want to. I love her so much, but I'm afraid. This is too huge.
You know, okay, you're right. It is huge. So why don't we take it just a little bit at a time? Okay, forget getting married for a sec. Just forget about it. Can you just come home and take a shower? Well, that's not scary, right?
He didn't really want to do it, but they made him. And secondly, the thing that actually makes him decide, yeah, I can go through with this, is when he thinks Monica's pregnant and then he's like, oh yeah, I do actually want to have marriage and children and the whole caboodle with Monica. So yeah, I'm game. I'm going to do it.
There he is!
What?
Hey, slow! You're not getting away this time, mister, unless you want that ass-kicking we talked about. I'm serious. You're not walking out on my sister.
That's right. I'm not.
Then where the hell have you been?
I know about Monica. Monica's pregnant.
Oh my God. Oh my God, and you're not freaking out?
Well, I was. So when I was in the gift shop, that's when I saw this. Yeah, you know, and I thought anything that can fit into this can't be scary.
He goes through with it because he decides he can actually handle it. So because he thinks like, oh yeah, no, this will be okay. That's the reason, not because, oh my God, it would break Monica's heart. So it's not to do with, I don't want to hurt Monica, I don't want to humiliate her by jilting her, it's, I feel like I can do it. So even the reasons for him actually going through with it were actually quite selfish reasons. It was nothing to do with putting her feelings above his own. I get a little bit carried away and I start thinking about them as real people. So let's just take a moment to imagine what this would have actually done in reality if they were real. I know they're fictitious.
We can't let her start getting ready. This is too awful. Oh, God, but wait, she'll be in the gown, and then he won't show up, and then she's going to have to take off the gown.
Stop it, Rachel. You can't do this here.
I mean, she's gonna be at the wedding waiting for him, and people will be whispering, oh, that poor girl. You know, and then she'll have to come back here and live all alone. Oh my God.
It wouldn't just have traumatized Monica, although it would have, but it would have blown a huge crater in the rest of the friendship group. None of their lives would ever have been the same again. First of all, Monica and Chandler would no longer be together, because if you jilt someone, you can't just say, hey, you know what, let's just dial it back, let's not get married, but let's just carry on as we are. No, you're going to break up. So he would have had to move out. Where would he have lived? If I remember correctly, Rachel was living with Joey at that point, so he probably couldn't have moved back in with him, but I'm not sure that he would have moved in with Joey anyway, because he would have been a pariah in the group. Like, I think Joey would have carried on speaking to him, but I think the others would probably have just shunned him. Monica would have, Ross would have had to honour Monica. Rachel and Phoebe would have been like, good riddance. So the entire friendship group would have been destroyed if Chandler had carried on with the gutless, cowardly path that he had chosen at that particular moment. And it's insane to me that this is never really talked about. Like, no one ever brings this up in discussions of like, oh, which friend is the worst friend? Until now. Because this is so much worse than being a little bit jealous and possessive like Ross is. It's so much worse than being controlling and a neat freak like Monica. It's like a real fundamental character flaw if you could do this to someone. And it works for the plot, but I might have had slightly more respect for him if he'd actually spoken to Monica face to face, rather than leaving a note for the others to break the news to her. Oh my God, Chandler.
I think Chandler's gone.
What?
He left that.
Tell Monica I'm sorry.
And obviously Rachel did do this, but turns out the guy was cheating and she sort of knew that she didn't really want to go on that path. But Chandler does want to be with Monica. He's just a bit of a man baby. Because if a grown adult is still using their parents' failures as an excuse for why they can't live their life to the full, they need to grow up.
No, I can't do that.
Why not?
Because if I go home, we're gonna become the Bings. I can't be the Bings.
What's wrong with being the Bings?
The Bings have horrible marriages. They yell, they fight, and they use the pool boy as a pawn in their sexual games.
Chandler, have you ever put on a black cocktail dress and asked me up to your hotel room?
No.
Then you are neither of your parents.
And it's kind of interesting that in the friendship group, they never talk about this, because if you compare it to Ross and Rachel, that became a running joke. We were on a break. To be fair, it's mostly Ross who brings it up, and I guess he's trying to make light of it to make it less of a big deal.
Oh, hey, Rach, remember that whole we were on a break thing? Well, I'm sorry. Will you marry me?
But I kind of think, in a way, at least he was trying to address it. There's no running joke about Chandler getting cold feet, Monica almost getting left at the altar. And I think that's actually quite realistic, because if this happened in your friendship group, and then at the last minute somebody managed to drag the groom and make him stand there and say the vows, you probably wouldn't want to bring it up again, because it would be a really painful event and nobody would want to keep reminding the bride that, like, that almost happened. So I think everybody would just kind of go, let's never speak of this again. I guess the writers didn't really want this to be like, oh, let's make a running joke about the fact that he almost didn't make it to the wedding. Because that's not the story that we tell with Chandler and Monica. They're the perfect couple. They're presented as the opposite of Ross and Rachel. So if Ross and Rachel are the teenage relationship, where it's high passion, but lots of breaking up and then making up and, oh my God, we're meant to be together, Chandler and Monica are the sort of more pragmatic, less romantic. It's like, we're a good match.
Taylor, you don't believe in soulmates?
No, but I'm sure Tomatoes does.
I don't believe in soulmates either.
We could probably be an equally good match with other people, but this is working and we work at it, so that's great. So I guess the whole idea of high drama at the altar on their wedding day didn't kind of fit their brand in a way. So I think it's now generally acknowledged that we all sort of misjudged Janice. Because at one point it was like, oh, she's so annoying, isn't she? She's just like this girlfriend who keeps turning up and everyone just hates her. And I think people now are like, you know what, there was nothing actually wrong with her. She was a perfectly pleasant person.
I got you these.
Bullwinkle socks. That's so sweet.
Well, I knew you had the Rockies, and so I figured, you know, you could wear Bullwinkle and Bullwinkle, or you could wear Rocky and Rocky, or you can mix and match.
Yeah, she's got a nasal voice. Yeah, she's got a funny laugh, but whatever. I think we've all had friends who've had a partner who we find a bit annoying, we just try and like not spend too much time with them. But as viewers, I think we've all just kind of gone, you know what, Janice was all right, but she is treated really quite badly by Chandler. He uses her as a backup plan. So he's not really into her. There are moments where he does like her, but they're always pretty short-lived. So like he'll be really super into her basically when he can't have her.
Oh, don't go.
Well, I gotta go.
No. No. No, no.
But the rest of the time he's like, oh, I'm just trying to get rid of this woman, I just can't get rid of her. And again, we've probably all had a friend who can't get rid of someone and they just keep going back. Or maybe we are that friend, who knows. But Chandler just calls her up whenever he's feeling a little bit lonely or a little bit scared about his future and being alone. Whenever he's feeling isolated, call up Janice, she'll come running.
In the first season, Chandler dumps Janice, then breaks the group's no-date pact on New Year's Eve and asks her out again.
Okay, here we go. I don't think we should go out anymore. You don't have to face the horrible pressures of this holiday. Desperate scramble to find anything with lips just so you can have somebody to kiss when the ball drops. Man, I'm talking loud. Okay, I say this year, no dates. We make a pact. Just the six of us. Dinner. Wait a minute. Wait. I see where this is going. You're going to ask him to New Year's, aren't you? You're going to break the pact. She's going to break the pact.
No. Yeah, could I just...
Yeah, because I already asked Janice.
Oh, come on, this was a pact. This was your pact.
I snapped, okay? I couldn't handle the pressure, and I snapped.
Yeah, but Janice, that was like the worst breakup in history.
I'm not saying it was a good idea. I'm saying I snapped.
Oh, I'm gonna blow this one up, and I'm gonna write reunited in glitter.
All right, Janice, that's it. Janice. Hey, Janice. When I invited you to this party, I didn't necessarily think that it meant that
Oh, no.
I'm sorry you misunderstood.
Oh, my God. You listen to me, Chandler. You listen to me. One of these times, it's just gonna be your last chance with me.
Then he set up with her on a blind date. He somehow ends up in bed with her, then dumps her the next day.
How can I dump this woman on Valentine's Day?
I don't know. You dumped her on New Year's.
Oh, man, in my next life, I'm coming back as a toilet brush.
It's perfectly fine to break up with someone if you're not feeling it for whatever reason. You're not under any moral obligation to be with someone if you don't want to be. But what's not okay is stringing someone along, hooking up with them because you're lonely, and then breaking their heart over and over.
I just don't think things are going to work out.
That's fine. You can't live without me. And you know it. You just don't know you know it. See.
Call me.
Then, when he freaks out that he's going to end up single like Mr. Heckles, he reaches out to her again.
You know what? I'm not going to end up like this. I'll see you, man.
Janice? You called Janice?
Yes, Janice.
But this time, she's moved on.
Janice is my last chance to have somebody.
Hello.
So he uses her as a backup plan, basically until he can't anymore. And it's actually quite satisfying when she turns up and she's pregnant and happy with someone else. And it's like, yeah, you missed the boat because you messed her around too many times.
They go back and forth yet again when she's separated from her husband, but she decides to work on her marriage. Then after her divorce, she and Chandler reunite, but then he freaks out again and ends it, to the best of his ability, by faking a move to Yemen. More on that later.
So he never really felt true love for her. She was always just his safety net.
Yes, she was smart, she was pretty, and she honestly cared about me.
And that is not a good way to treat people. Chandler is very critical of women's bodies, and obviously this is played for laughs and it's a 90s sitcom, so the jokes are not terribly politically correct. But Chandler seems to take it further than any of the other guys. So in flashbacks we see that he didn't even want to be stuck talking to Monica for the evening because she's fat.
If things go well, I may be out with her all night.
Dude, don't do that to me.
Oh, no, it's cool. You can stay here. My parents won't mind.
No, it's not that. I just don't want to be stuck here all night with your fat sister.
Hey.
Like, she can still hold a conversation, Chandler. Like, what's the problem? And she does cut off his toe accidentally, so he kind of gets his comeuppance for that. But there are more occasions where he seems to find any kind of difference in bodies really just so repellent and frightening. So he dates a woman with an artificial leg, but it freaks him out too much and he just can't seem to get comfortable with her.
Joey told you about the leg, huh? Oh, God, it freaked me out, okay? I know it shouldn't have, but it did. I mean, I like her. I don't want to stop seeing her, but every so often it's like, hey, you know what? Where's your leg?
And again, he gets his comeuppance because when he does kind of resign himself to being okay with it, she then gets freaked out by his third nipple, or nubbin, as he calls it.
What's that?
That's my nubbin.
What's a nubbin?
It's kind of a third nipple kind of thing. What?
Nothing. I just remembered I have to leave.
You have to leave now? How come?
Oh, well, it's nubbin. Nothing.
So it's not even like he's so perfect that he's in a position to judge people's bodies. And he also has no problem with watching porn all day.
All right, you know what? Come on. Do we really have to watch this while we eat?
No! We don't know what could make this go away.
And hiring strippers.
He just said no strippers. Oh, I chose not to hear that.
Okay, do you know what girls are really good at?
Stripping.
But when it turns out that the lady that Monica has hired thinking it's a stripper for his bachelor party is actually a hooker, he's so repulsed by the idea of a naked hooker being in a room in his home that he jokes that they're going to have to burn it down.
Do you mind if I smoke in here?
Oh, actually, I'd rather... Yeah, go ahead. We're gonna have to burn that room down anyway.
Yeah, it's a funny line, but I think it's actually quite revealing about his thought process. And then he makes the joke about rock, paper, scissors, who has to tell the whore to leave.
I don't want to. You do it.
You do it.
You do it.
All right, rock, paper, scissors, who has to tell the whore to leave?
And again, it's just really unpleasant, disrespectful language. And you don't actually hear the other guys talking like that. Maybe Joey once or twice, I think possibly in the earlier episodes where he wasn't kind of this sweet little bumpkin character that he became. But I think possibly Matthew Perry's sharp wit kind of came in because I know his ad-libs tend to be a little bit saucier. And obviously the character of Chandler was very much based on his sense of humour. And obviously Chandler does have this kind of acerbic wit. But I think when it gets a little bit misogynistic and a little bit nasty, that's nobody's favourite side of Chandler. And I also think it's interesting, and I may be overthinking this, but when he's under the impression that Monica is going to get a boob job, and she thinks they're talking about her gaining weight in pregnancy, and he starts saying, I don't want you to change, she believes that he would dislike pregnancy-related changes to her body.
Well, yes, but you look nice can mean that I'm saying, like, your face looks nice. I want to compliment your body. I mean, I wouldn't change it at all. And more specifically, I wouldn't want anything to get any bigger.
I know. Why do you think he was so worried about me getting bigger?
I don't know. What brought that on?
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. You know, we're trying to get pregnant, so he's probably starting to freak out about the fact that my body's going to change.
No, you really think that's what it is?
You heard him. No bigger. You're perfect. Just don't get any bigger.
Of course your body's going to change. Your breasts are gonna get bigger. Your ass is gonna get bigger. You're gonna lose bladder control. Oh, it's just such a magical time.
So she starts convincing him like, oh no, you know, you're gonna have to accept the fact that my boobs are gonna get bigger and my hands and feet and all of this kind of stuff.
I'm going to change.
Yes, but honey, you don't have to.
I'm gonna get bigger.
Honey, I love your breasts the way they are.
Ugh, fascist.
Well, my breasts are gonna get bigger whether you like it or not. And you know what? It's not just my breasts. My ass is gonna get bigger too.
Your ass?
be surprised if her hands and her feet get bigger, too.
They do that?
It's kind of a package deal.
So I think it's interesting that that's actually what she thinks he's talking about, and she would believe that he could be that kind of repulsed by it. And I think it's possible that he would. I think a character like Chandler, who has proven himself to be quite squeamish about like anomalies in the body, maybe would get a little bit turned off by the kind of big changes. And, you know, not all of them are pretty in, you know, pregnancy and childbirth and afterwards. I think it's actually quite believable that a guy like him would get turned off by that, and Monica knows that. But again, I know they are fictitious and I may be overthinking this.
Bye.
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 Bye-bye.
Bye. I can't stand the woman.
One thing that I can't stand about Chandler is that he lies all the time about everything. And I think this is because, like, once you know somebody is dishonest, anything that comes out of their mouth, you don't know if it's true or not. And I think it makes it really hard to be close to someone like that. And Chandler lies in every possible situation. And big lies too. They're not little, small, white lies for, you know, just everyday convenience or whatever. They're massive lies. So at a point in time where Janice could be referred to as his girlfriend.
I feel like this is turning into the Defend Janice show, but hear me out.
You have never been able to break up with her.
Well, I don't have to break up with her this time. We're not involved. I'm going to do a preemptive strike. I'm going to end it with her before it starts.
Now, Chandler says they're not together, but look at it from her perspective. Last time they saw each other, he was begging her not to go when she was leaving him to give her marriage another try. Then she runs into him when she's divorced, and he appears delighted to see her. So you can't blame her for thinking they are on.
He lies to his girlfriend about moving to Yemen rather than end it with her.
I'm just getting out of a very serious relationship.
I know, and I'm just getting out of a marriage. I mean, talk about meant to be.
Right. But I just think this is happening too soon.
Oh, too soon, too schmoon. Face it, honey, I am not letting you get away this time.
I hear you. But, unfortunately, my company is transferring me overseas.
Oh, no. Where to? To Paris?
No, not Paris.
Oh, to London? Oh, no, Rome? Vienna? Oh, Barcelona.
Okay, could you just stop talking for a second? Yemen.
When he needs to fire an attractive woman, he can't do it, so he starts telling everyone that she's crazy.
Ever have to fire anyone?
Nina? 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 Nina?
Are you okay?
Yes, I am. Listen, the reason that I called you in here today was, please don't hate me.
What?
Would you like to have dinner sometime? And that's the Chrysler Building right there.
Nina.
Mr. Douglas. Cool tie.
She's still here.
Yes, she is. Didn't I memo you on this? See, after I let her go, I got a call from her psychiatrist, Dr. Flynn, and Dr. Flynn and Dr. Flynn. And he informed me that she took the news rather badly. In fact, he mentioned the word frenzy.
You're kidding. She seems so...
Oh, no. Nina, she is woo, 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 woo.
He almost gets Rachel fired because he can't tell her boss that he's not attracted to her and doesn't want to date her anymore.
All I said was, this was fun. Let's do it again sometime. I'll give you a call.
Oh, gee. I wonder why she thinks you're going to call her.
Why hasn't he called, Rachel? Why?
Okay. Maybe he feels awkward because you were my boss.
Awkward? Why should he feel awkward?
Well,
The only person that should feel awkward is you, and you didn't tell him not to call me, did you?
No,
Because if you feel uncomfortable with your friend dating someone you work for, there are always ways to fix that.
And this is another example of Chandler's total lack of a spine, meaning that someone else's feelings get hurt. He leads women on when it would be much kinder to just be blunt and stop them from wasting their time.
So take care.
You too.
Well, this was great. I'll give you a call. We should do it again sometime.
Great. I'm looking forward to it.
He tells Joey that he's serious about wanting to date his sister because he can't just own up to being drunk, which is not even a big deal.
I just got off the phone with my sister.
Which one?
Mary Angela.
Mary Angela.
Yeah.
No, which one is she again?
Why don't you ask Chandler? Because he's the one who fooled around with her. She told me you said you could really fall for her. Now, is that true? Or are you just getting over Janice by groping my sister?
It's got to be the first one.
Really? That's great!
And he tells his boss that he's separated from his wife, rather than just pulling out of socializing with him.
Bing, we're all set for tonight, 8 o'clock.
Oh, as it turns out, we can't do it. Monica has to work.
Oh, my ex-wife didn't work. Unless you call turning into her mother work. Well, fine. Tomorrow night, then.
Oh, well, tomorrow's no good for her either.
Oh, why not?
It's the semifinals of her bocce ball tournament.
What's going on, Bing? Does your wife have a problem with me or something?
Well, now you're just talking crazy.
And why can't the three of us go out together?
Because we split up. Monica and I split up.
And all of this stuff makes for great comedy, but in reality, if you knew someone like this, you'd never believe anything that came out of their mouth.
Chandler, nobody likes breaking up with someone. You just gotta do it.
No, I know, but it's just so hard, you know? I mean, you're sitting there with her, she has no idea what's happening, and then you finally get up the courage to do it. And there's that horrible, awkward moment when you've handed her the note and...
So this is almost a continuation of the always lying, being so afraid of confrontation that you can never just have a slightly uncomfortable conversation. It makes life really difficult. I mean, it makes it funny, but it's really difficult too. He would rather be known by the wrong name forever than tell someone that they've got his name wrong.
Bob. Hey, Toby. Have a good night.
Did that guy just call you Toby?
Yeah, he thinks that's my name.
Well, why don't you correct him?
Oh, it's been going on way too long now. You know, I mean, the first time he said it, we were just passing each other in the hallway, so I didn't say anything. And then the next time he said, "Hey, Toby, you want a donut?" And I wanted the donut. And now it's 5 years later, the donut's gone, and I'm still Toby.
5 years? Chandler, you have to tell him.
No, that would be so awkward.
And yes, this is quite relatable. I've found this really difficult. When somebody got my name wrong, I felt so awkward telling them they got it wrong because it feels like it's being rude. Like, you've made a mistake, you're wrong. And he literally says this like he would rather tell Joey that he's not going to be in town that night than admit to him that he wants to spend time with his wife.
No. Joey can't know that I'm here.
Why not?
Because I didn't know how to tell him that I couldn't go to the Knicks game, so I just told him I had to stay in Tulsa.
So you lied to him?
But it's always better to lie than to have the complicated discussion. Except with you.
Like, that's insane. But he actually believes that it's better to lie than to ever have an uncomfortable conversation. And Chandler gets stuck with the job in Tulsa, not because he was asleep in the meeting and accidentally agreed to it, but because he couldn't speak to his boss about this afterwards.
If everyone's on board, it's settled. Chandler. Chandler.
Yeah.
Are you on board?
Yes.
Then problem solved. Chandler will be running our office in Tulsa. You're gonna love Oklahoma.
Ma'am, do you have a minute? I kind of have some bad news. I don't think I can move to Tulsa.
What?
It's a funny story, actually. I kind of fell asleep in the meeting this morning. So when I said I'd move to Tulsa, I didn't really know what I was saying.
You fell asleep?
But only because I was up all night worried about this meeting. Isn't that funny? Irony. Not a fan? All right.
See, here's the thing. I went home and told my wife about Tulsa, and she won't go. See, me? I love Tulsa. Tulsa is heaven. Tulsa is Italy. Please don't make me go there.
Chandler,
No. Look, Carol. Can I call you Carol? Why would I when your name is Elaine? Oh, what a great picture of your son. Strapping. That's a picture of your daughter, isn't it? Well, she's lovely. I like a girl with a strong jaw. I'll call you from Tulsa.
I'm pretty sure a big decision like that, you'd get some kind of cooling off period and you would be able to say to your boss, look, I was a bit impulsive in saying yes to that. Thinking about it further, I've realised that's really not going to work for me, so I'm not going to move to Tulsa. Like, that wouldn't be an unreasonable thing for an employee to say. So it's only because he cannot do that that he gets stuck in this awful situation. But I guess a lot of comedy is based on people being too spineless to speak up. And I think we can probably all relate to stuff like this where we know that we should just say something, we should just confront someone, and we just can't. So it's good for the laughs, I guess. And when he has a crush on Kathy, who's Joey's girlfriend at the time.
Wow, you are really good at this.
Hey, come on, give me a break. I'm out on the limb here.
I'm sorry, you're right. I apologize, but I should tell you that I'm waiting for a date. Oh, and there he is now.
Hey. Oh, I see you guys already met, huh? Hey.
Okay, you were right. I'm in love with Joey's girlfriend.
What?
Are you serious?
How is that possible? You barely know her.
I don't know. I can't get her out of my head, you know?
Hey, guys. Listen, you want to get some dinner with me and Kathy tonight?
Oh, you know what? I already ate.
It's 4:30.
You know, I had a big meal on Monday, you know. So that's just gonna get me straight through the week.
Okay. I see what's going on here.
You do?
Yeah. You don't like Kathy.
You got me.
He could have just been honest and just said, look, mate, well, he probably wouldn't say mate because he's not British. Look, buddy, I really actually like her. I think she's really attractive. So because she's your girlfriend, I'm going to make myself scarce because it's just awkward. And Joey would probably have said, you know what, it's not that deep. Maybe I can just go out with someone else because it's easier for me to find people that I like than it is for you, obviously, because it's not very often that you actually meet somebody that you have a connection with. So I think that whole situation could have been solved in a much better way if he had been really upfront with Joey, but of course he can't. Most sitcom characters don't have a very strong moral compass, and Chandler is no exception. Chandler does quite a lot of stuff which is kind of low-key, like stealing cheesecake, kind of naughty.
My God, that is the best cheesecake I've ever had. Where did you get this?
It was at the front door when I got home. Somebody sent it to us.
Chandler, this is not addressed to you. This is addressed to Mrs. Braverman downstairs. Thief.
Dating a married woman, really quite naughty.
So explain something to me here. What kind of relationship do you imagine us having if you already have a husband and a boyfriend?
I suppose mainly sexual.
Huh.
And I suppose I should say here that this was the 90s, before polyamory was accepted as just another lifestyle choice. And you could argue that if everyone is consenting, then that's fine. But Chandler knows that's not the kind of relationship he wants, so the longer he stays in it, the weaker he'll become.
So what do you want?
You.
You have me.
No, just you.
Intercepting messages left on your aunt's machine, left for some other guy so that you can date that woman. Really very bad indeed.
Hello, I'm looking for Bob. This is Jade. I don't know if you're still at this number, but I was just thinking about us and how great it was, and, well, I know it's been 3 years, but I was kind of hoping we could hook up again, you know? So, are we gonna get together or what?
Absolutely. How about tomorrow afternoon? Do you know Central Perk in the Village, say 5-ish?
Great. I'll see you then.
Okay. Okay. Having a phone has finally paid off.
Okay, even though you do a good Bob impression, I'm thinking when she sees you tomorrow, she's probably going to realize, hey, you're not Bob.
I am hoping that when Bob doesn't show up, she will seek comfort in the open arms of the wry stranger at the next table.
Oh my God, you are pure evil.
And Chandler has no problem doing any of these things. He doesn't even really kind of seem racked with guilt. He just does the things that are going to work for him. And I've actually heard of people doing this on dating apps where they set up a whole flirtation with someone with fake pictures and then they set up a date, stand the person up, but show up as themselves. I guess it's because they have low self-esteem and they think they wouldn't have a chance unless they preyed upon someone at their most vulnerable moment, which is what Chandler is doing here.
I'm telling you, you can't do this.
Oh, come on. I can never get a girl like that with conventional methods. Hi.
Hi.
Listen, I have to confess something.
Yes?
Whoever stood you up is a jerk.
How did you...
I don't know. I just had this weird sense, you know, but that's me. I'm weird and sensitive.
So it's really not great. Chandler is gainfully employed. He obviously earns quite well at the job that he has, but it's pretty soulless. He does try to leave that job, but he gets lured back in with the promise of more money.
He wants to make me processing supervisor.
That is great! Congratulations!
So, I quit.
Why?
Why? This was supposed to be a temp job.
Yeah, Chandler, you've been there for 5 years.
If I took this promotion, it would be like admitting that this is what I actually do. Hey, Mr. Kostelik, how's life on the 15th floor? Yeah, I miss you too. Yeah, it's a lot less satisfying to steal pens from your own home, you know? Well, that's very generous. But look, this isn't about the money, you know? It's just I need something that's more than a job. I need something I really care about. And that's on top of the year-end bonus structure you mentioned earlier? Dream. Look, Al, I'm not playing hardball here, okay? This is not a negotiation. This is a rejection. No, stop saying numbers. I'm telling you, you've got the wrong guy. You've got the wrong guy. I'll see you Monday. Yeah.
And I'm not saying that most of us probably wouldn't do that. You know, if someone says, here's more money, here's a big office in New York at the age of, 26, whatever age he is, I think most of us would probably stick to that rather than like following whatever other dreams we have, because he doesn't actually seem very clear on what he wants to do.
So I don't really blame him for grabbing this opportunity, because sometimes you've just got to take the money and run, and it obviously worked out very well for him financially. But I do think it shows a certain moral weakness to always give in to the big paycheck.
But I do think it's interesting that he stays in that kind of soul-destroying job until Monica is there to support him financially, and then he's able to leave.
Look, I'll just get my old job back.
No, I want you to have a job that you love. Not statistical analysis and data reconfiguration.
I quit and you learn what I do?
So being cynical, he only did it when he had kind of financial backup elsewhere. But yeah, that is quite cynical, isn't it? Also, Eddie is probably one of my favourite characters in Friends. I think the actor who plays him is so funny. I think he said later that he was a little bit snobby about coming onto like a sitcom, but I think he's hilarious in this part. But it's actually kind of mean that they make Eddie believe that he was never there, because he obviously does have mental health issues.
May I help you?
Why doesn't my key work, and what's all my stuff doing downstairs?
Oh, I'm sorry. Have we met?
It's Eddie, you freak, your roommate.
Well, I'm sorry. I already have a roommate.
Hello.
Yeah, he's lived here for years. I don't know what you're talking about, man.
But in reality, I think you do have to sometimes fight fire with a situation like that where you're not going to be able to remove somebody any other way. But it was a little bit unkind. And when he agrees to set Rachel up, she wonders why he's now suddenly okay with it. He's like, oh yeah, it's because I'm happy with Kathy now. And I think that does actually sum Chandler up quite well.
You know what? There's some nice guys in my office. You want me to set you up?
Yeah. Wait a minute. It's been a long time that I've been single. How come you've never offered this before?
Well, I have a girlfriend. I'm happy. So I no longer feel the need to go out of my way to stop others from being happy.
Okay.
Chandler also lets Monica believe that she's in the wrong when she's forgotten Valentine's Day. Like, he wasn't going to confess to that unless he had to.
I'm sorry, I totally forgot about tonight and the fact that we're supposed to make the presents.
Oh, it's okay.
No, it's not okay. It's not. I mean, you're so incredible, and you went through all this time and effort to make this tape for me. You know, I'm gonna have to make this up to you. I will. I am going to cook you anything you want in here, and I'm going to do anything you want in there.
Well, I did put a lot of thought into the tape.
And I can't imagine being in a relationship with someone like that who you can't actually believe what they're saying ever. And also, Joey is his best friend, but he lets him take all the flack for the secret relationship with Monica.
Oh, Wendy's! Oh! All right. Whose are they? Whose are they?
Not mine.
Well, they're Joey's. They gotta be Joey's.
Yes, he has a naked picture of Monica. He takes naked pictures of us, then he eats chicken, and then he looks at them.
Look, I think I can explain this.
Thank you.
Joey's a sex addict.
And I don't think we certainly never see them ever kind of apologise for that. It's all just like, oh yes, we're happy now that we know that Chandler and Monica are happy together. The whole thing with Joey is just kind of forgotten. It's swept under the carpet. I think it's mentioned maybe once or twice. But I do wonder if Chandler just thinks that Joey kind of owes him, not just for supporting him financially and stuff, but for all those times that he had to go to sleep listening to Joey entertaining a lady friend in the next room. Maybe it was like, maybe he felt like it was payback that, you know, while he's having fun with Monica, Joey should be the one who gets punished a little bit. And I know on the TV show it was really considered this terrible thing that Chandler got drunk and kissed one of Joey's sisters and didn't even know which sister it was. I don't actually think it's that bad. Like, yeah, he was drunk. She probably was too. It's a party. There was alcohol. They're two consenting adults. To me, it's weird that we act like it's Joey's property has been interfered with, because, like, she's a grown woman, she can do what she wants. And yeah, it's not great to kind of make someone think that you want a relationship with them if you don't. But a drunken fumble with someone who you've just met at a party doesn't normally indicate that a relationship is coming next. I don't think the rules have changed since the 90s. So I actually don't think it was that bad that Chandler did this. And it's only the bro code that makes people think that it was such a terrible thing. Chandler is tactless, and yes, sitcom characters are often tactless because it makes for great comedy. And there are a few situations where it really wasn't his fault, like telling an adopted child that he's adopted.
Gotta get back to talking to your parents. They're telling us all about how they adopted you.
What?
What?
I'm adopted?
I got nothing. Some little snacks for everybody. Oh, you don't have to eat the sour worms. Those are for Owen.
I'll go get him in a second. By the way, you should know, we haven't told him he's adopted yet.
But kids are so intuitive. Don't you think on some level he already knows?
I'm adopted?
See? Intuitive.
You told him he's adopted?
I'm so sorry, but you should have a sign out there or something, or at least whisper it to people when they come in the door. Owen doesn't know he's adopted, and he also thinks Santa is real.
He isn't?
We have to get out of here, baby!
Chandler was really not to blame for that. He was right. They should tell people before they come over, because it's insane to not tell your kid that. But I don't think anyone in reality would actually create that situation in their home. But if they did, Chandler would not be in the wrong there. But he is generally quite tactless. It is him who lets slip to Rachel that Ross is in love with her. And he obviously instantly regrets it as soon as he realises what he said.
Can't believe he remembered.
Oh, so pretty. This must have cost him a fortune. I can't believe he did this.
Come on, Ross, remember back in college when he fell in love with Carol and bought her that ridiculously expensive crystal duck?
What did you just say?
crystal duck.
No, no, no. The love part?
Flannan.
Oh my God.
Oh, no, 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 no. That's good. Just keep rubbing your head. That'll turn back time.
And it all works out great. But imagine if Rachel hadn't returned those feelings and Ross had later found out that she knew. He would have been mortified. So yeah, Chandler is not someone that you could trust with your secrets. Also, I don't know why he tells Janice that Joey hates her, because that seems to be like basically a betrayal of Joey, and it doesn't do Janice any favours either. It's just being a stirrer, really, isn't it?
You know, I may be way out on a limb here, but do you have a problem with Janice?
Oh. Yes. You know, every time she starts laughing, I just want to pull my arm off just so I have something to throw at her.
I hear you hate me.
I never said hate. I was very careful about that.
A little birdie told me something about you wanting to rip your arm off and throw it at me.
You got hate from that?
I think if you know two people who hate each other, there's no particular point in you telling them that. I don't get why he did that, apart from for comedy. It's not actually surprising that Chandler keeps running back to Janice, because he is rubbish with women. And the funny thing is, it's all in his head. I always found it strange that we as the viewers had to sort of suspend our disbelief and go along with this illusion that Matthew Perry was not as attractive as Matt LeBlanc. Because clearly he's really attractive. You know, he's got those twinkling blue eyes, cute dimples, he's very funny, he's very smart. So technically, Chandler is just as attractive as Joey, but he's less attractive because he doesn't have that confidence that Joey does. And I think this is demonstrated really well when he's locked in the bank vestibule with a model.
All right. It's been 14.5 minutes and you still have not said one word. Oh, God. Do something. Just make contact. Smile. There you go. You're definitely scaring her.
Would you like to call somebody?
Yeah, about 300 guys I went to high school with.
And he can't even bring himself to say hello. And it's like, dude, you're literally, you have a captive audience. You know, if there's one time in New York where you have the perfect excuse to make small talk, this is it. And he still can't do it. I find that really frustrating. I'm like, you're an attractive guy, why are you not using it? And we see as well that he's not particularly great in relationships. So he basically spends the entire time with Janice trying to dump her, trying to extricate himself from this relationship that he's accidentally found himself in. And then when he's with Monica and he actually wants to be with her, there are still these problems, and she even says she's tired of being his relationship coach.
It's gonna be okay, right? I mean, she's not gonna leave me. This is fixable.
Oh,
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Absolutely.
By me.
Oh, no.
No.
Well, unless you make some kind of big gesture.
Yeah, big, though. Oh, shit, the missus.
There, can I get a coffee? To go?
Come on, kid.
I'm still not done not wanting to talk to you.
Just tell me what I need to do to make things right.
What?
Well, that's what we do, you know. I mess up, and then you tell me how to fix it, and then I do, and then, you know, you think I'm all cute again. Ooh.
I'm really tired of being your relationship tutor. You're gonna have to figure this one out for yourself, right? You know what? If you're too afraid to be in a real relationship, then don't be in one. Don't do it.
Will you marry me?
Oh, no.
Oh, I can't not look at it.
When they're in Vegas and they have a fight, to be fair, I do think that she's in the wrong here, but he packs his bags and makes a big deal out of leaving, and he's bluffing because that's the maturity level that we're talking about here.
See you later, Mom.
Oh, but Chandler, what are you doing?
What does it look like? I'm going home.
Wait, why? Chandler? All right. So let's forget about this going home stuff and start celebrating our anniversary. Okay, this is empty.
Yeah, I wanted to make a dramatic scene, but I hate packing.
I actually think that Chandler is a complete idiot as well for doing all of the pre-proposal, trying to throw Monica off the scent, make her believe that he's not going to propose. It's like, just stop playing games, just get on with it.
Yeah, we saw this really interesting website about marriage and how totally unnecessary it is and how it's just a way for the government to keep tabs on you.
Yeah, big brother.
Well, that's a little crazy. Although I am, glad to hear that you're branching out on what you look at on the internet.
You know, it just got me thinking, why would anybody ever want to get married, huh?
Why? To celebrate your relationship? To solidify your commitment? To declare your love for one another to the world?
Yes.
Also, involving their friends in his plans for the proposal really overcomplicated things, which is Chandler's own fault.
What did you guys just do?
What happened?
Richard was there, so I couldn't do it.
Oh, no.
I was going to do it tomorrow, and surprise her, but now you ruined it.
Oh, we didn't ruin it.
Who walks into a room and asks to see a person's hands?
Just propose, get on with your life, be happy together. All of this game playing is just so silly.
Well, you know Phoebe.
Seriously? We're gonna do this?
I'm sorry. I just wish I could make her forget about Mike already, Why did Phoebe and Mike break up?
Because his penis was too big.
I'm sorry, that's the kind of thing I do.
So imagine you're at your lowest point, your life is a disaster, everything's gone wrong. What's Chandler going to do? He's going to make a joke about it.
I know it's tough now, but things will get better.
How do you know that? What if it just gets worse and worse and worse to the point where we can't even be in the same room with each other?
I'm not great at the advice. Can I interest you in a sarcastic comment? Some cheese.
I think it's funny for us, and obviously Friends is meant to be a light-hearted show, so no matter how bad things get, you need somebody to make little jokes along the way. So even when they're dealing with serious or sad events, you have to have Chandler making a little wisecrack in the background just to lighten it. But in reality, this would be awful. Can you imagine? Like, you've been fired, you've been dumped, your life is just a disaster zone. He's there just making fun of it.
Okay, maybe it wasn't my best decision, but I just couldn't face another failed marriage.
Okay, let me just jump in and ask, at what point did you think this was a successful marriage?
And also, he doesn't know when to stop because, like, it's okay to make a few little jokes.
Oh my God, you can do a duet of Ebony and Ivory all by yourself.
Shut up. The camera adds 10 pounds.
So how many cameras are actually on you?
There's always somebody who takes it too far, and I think telling people that Ross was dead...
I'm dead?
And so young.
Posting that I died? That really isn't funny.
Well, how you died was funny.
Oh, please, hit by a blimp?
It kills over 1 Americans every year.
Unbelievable. My classmates are gonna think I'm dead. My professors, my parents are gonna get phone calls. You're messing with people's feelings here.
Definitely taking the joke too far. I talked a little bit about this in the Joey videos, that Chandler really is kind of like a father figure and pays for stuff. Now that is kind, but it's also enabling Joey. Joey may not be the most intelligent person, but he is perfectly capable of getting work and earning a living. But because Chandler just pays his rent, pays his food, takes care of all the bills in the apartment, Joey doesn't ever really reach his own potential.
You know, Chandler's always supported my career. He's paid for acting classes and headshots and stuff, and, well, this would be my way of paying you back.
So you're never actually going to pay me back?
But I think Chandler, part of the reason that he does this is because he really likes Joey. He wants to keep him as his roommate. He doesn't want to go through the upheaval of getting a different roommate if Joey had to, like, go back and live with his parents or whatever because he couldn't afford to stay in an apartment. So that's why he pays the rent for Joey, so that he can just stay there. So essentially, he's paying for a friend.
Also, I think, just like a Nepo baby who's never really had to work on their own success, Joey doesn't even take things seriously when Chandler pays for them.
Now, you got me my first set of headshots, right? How much were those?
I don't know, $500.
Okay, $500. What else?
Well, then there was the second set, the infamous booger headshots.
I gotta get these new headshots made, and they're really expensive, you know? I'm down to like 3. Actually 2, because one of them, like, kind of blackened in some teeth. Why'd I do that?
You're not actually helping someone if you enable them to live their life at a kind of lower level than they would be forced to if they actually had to step up and do stuff themselves. I mean, you see this with kids as well. Like, if parents do everything for their kids, they're doing them a disservice in the end because they end up not knowing how to do anything and not being able to live independently.
I'm gonna be moving out, so you are gonna be in charge of paying the rent.
Right. And when does that due?
First of the month.
That's every month?
No, just the months you actually want to live here. Okay, here's the phone bill.
Oh my God!
That's our phone number. Now, look, I know I kind of sprung this whole me moving out on you thing, so why don't I just cover you for a while?
No way. Joey Tribbiani does not take charity. Anymore.
Chandler is so sure Joey can't cope without him that he has to come up with ways to secretly ply him with money.
That, my friend, is D-Cup. Okay, now, how much have you won so far?
Wow. 700.
Not 700 exactly.
Yeah.
Double it.
What?
Yeah, see, in cups, once you get $700, you have to double it. No, but what if I bought it from you? You know, and then your nice gesture would be giving it to me at a reasonable price, say $1,500?
Yes, I am nitpicking and being overly harsh because this is coming from a good place. But Chandler should maybe just stop and think about how Joey would do better if nobody was picking up his slack.
What's wrong? Ross and I were helping the girls pack, took a little break. I lost $1,500 to him at Cops.
Also, maybe this belongs in the video for why Ross is the worst, but there's no way he didn't realise Cups was a made-up game when the sitting down bonus was mentioned. So Chandler's infantilising of Joey actually causes him trouble because not everyone is going to treat him with the same kid loves.
David Ross was getting the cup card, the D cup, the sitting down bonus. Meanwhile, I didn't even get a half a cup. Nothing.
So sometimes you have to be cruel to be kind and let someone just kind of like sink or swim on their own merit. And that is why Chandler is the worst friend. And of course I will be making a video on why Chandler is also the best friend. So I hope that you'll join me for that. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Thank you for liking the video. Thank you for subscribing to the channel, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye.